Both. Okay, I think we're live on streaming. So we are ready to begin.
All right. Okay, thanks, Sally. I'll call the meeting to order, and I will at the very beginning. Yeah, I'm working everything off of my laptop, so I may be a little slow here, so bear with me. Zach, would you call the roll, please?
Sure thing. Jackson Bogan, absent. Tom Murtaugh.
Present.
Gary Schroeder.
Present.
Jerry Reynolds.
Present.
Larry Leverins.
Here.
Greg Jones.
Here.
And we do have a quorum.
Thank you. First item of business is approval of the minutes. Gary.
I move to approve the minutes from the December 2nd, 2020 meeting as submitted.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carried. Item of new business, resolution PD 2101. Gary?
I move to hear and approve resolution PD 2101.
I second.
And Ryan?
Okay.
Ryan, yeah.
All right. Everyone can hear me, I think, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. Well, as you recall, last fall, we had the West Lafayette Public Library come in for this expansion proposal. It's a 2-lot project. And essentially, there was an error in the original project that neglected to final plat the lot that the garage is sitting on. So this project is going to fix that. So, but these are the 2 lots. The one that the library sits on right now is not changing, but that's going to be the main event. They're going to be expanding nearly 10,500 square foot 2-story expansion to the west, where all that open space area is now. Lot 2, the existing garage, is not going to change. But will remain as is. There's going to be some reprogramming of the original plan development with this in terms of the parking garage, parking assignments, its relationship with the city of West Lafayette now that City Hall is in Morton. There's going to be sort of a share agreement between the 2 entities. But everything's shipshape. The plans are in order. We just have to fix kind of a Scrivener's error, really, on the private utility plan sheet. They'll take care of that tomorrow morning. But the plans are ready to go. Bonding is being requested, and staff is recommending approval of resolution PD 2101. Be happy to answer any questions.
Okay. Does the petitioner or the representative want to make a presentation?
Kyler Oaks, Ball Eggleston, 201 Main Street. Don't need to do a formal presentation. Just wanted to quickly kind of reiterate everything Ryan said, and we'd like to adopt what APC staff has said. We're really excited about this project and ready to get things going. And I have the library director, Nick, here as well as Stu, the architect. I would be happy to answer any questions regarding the project.
Does the committee have any questions, members of the committee? Hearing none, are there any, Sally, do we have any citizens' comments there at all?
I can
We have one in the room, and I think Ryan's probably checking the YouTube and Facebook for us.
Okay.
I am, and there are currently no public comments on either platform.
Okay, give me about 30 seconds and we'll go from there.
Okay.
I started the timing. Okay, 30 seconds have elapsed.
And still no comment.
Okay, very good. Zach, would you call the roll, please?
All right, when I call your name, please signify your vote by saying approve or deny. Jackson Bogan, absent. Gary Schroeder,
Approve.
Jerry Reynolds,
Approved.
Larry Leverance,
Approve.
Tom Murtaugh,
Approve.
Greg Jones.
Approve.
5 votes in favor, 0 votes against. You have a ballot on this from, I believe, January 5th at 11:14 a.m. If you could please fill that out and get that to Don, and Don will let us know when he has them. Thank you.
Thanks, Zach.
While they're voting, Don or Sally, since I'm here at home and you're there at the office, has anyone checked the file for Casabella to make sure it's complete?
Rabita did, and she informed me just before I came up that they'd filed everything necessary.
Okay, and there were no letters to be read?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Getting back to the PD resolution, we have 5 responses, all for approval.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you all.
All right, our public hearing, I need to read a statement. For those of you unfamiliar with our procedures, the commission would like you to know the following. When we hear a request to subdivide land, we are only concerned as to whether the actual drawing shows the division into lots meets the technical requirements of our ordinance. The question of appropriateness has already been determined. Anyone wishing to make comments or provide us with information regarding any subdivision petitions will be given the opportunity to do so. We are a 7-member body, and a majority of 7 is 4. Regardless of how many commissioners are actually present, at least 4 votes in favor or 4 votes against are required for our action to be official. If fewer than 4 of us agree to either approve or disapprove an action, that case must be heard again next month. Our vote on a request to subdivide is final. When addressing the commission, please state your name and address for the record. Please limit your statements to no more than 5 minutes, and we ask that you not repeat what others before you have already said. Cell phones must be turned off while the meeting is in session. If you need to make a call, please step out of the room before using your phone. All exhibits presented to the commission become the property of the commission. Gary, I have a motion.
Yep, so I move that there be incorporated in the public hearing portion of each application be heard this evening and to become part of the evidence at such hearing, the unified zoning ordinance, the unified subdivision ordinance, the comprehensive plan, the bylaws of the Area Plan Commission, the application and all documents filed therewith, the staff report and recommendations on the application be heard this evening, and responses from checkpoint agencies.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Lost the Senate.
Motion carried.
Donald Trump Jr. earlier this morning saying, you know, Donald Trump's Republican Party, which we have said over and over and over.
First subdivision.
I move to hear and vote on S 4963, Casabella minor subdivision, minor sketch.
I second.
Okay. Petitioner's property is 6.7 acres located on the west side of County Road 500 East. It's just south of 300 North. Property is zoned R1, single family residential. There's agricultural zoning across the street to the east and a little bit of floodplain to the north. That floodplain is associated with a county regulated drain. Here's a look at the aerial. You can see it's mostly wooded. and a closer look. This driveway here to the south is actually how 2 of the 3 lots will get their access. And here's the subdivision sketch plan. Here is the regulated drain I mentioned. And here's this driveway to the south. So lot 1 is a flag lot with a 25 foot wide area where it touches the county road. And this is marked as an ingress egress easement, although this has an NVA along the frontage. So they will have to use this driveway to get access to lots 1 and lot 2 across this this flagpole. Oh shoot. Let me go back. Okay. So lot 3, as you can see, I can do this without making it go forward. Lot 3 has a pretty wide drainage area here. And I think this also has a little drainage easement as well. So we have 7 conditions of approval, all of them standard, and we are recommending conditional primary approval.
Thank you, Kathy. Petitioner or petitioner's representative want to make a presentation.
Yeah, hi, I'm Todd Starr with Starr Associates, 215 Alabama Street. Kathy did a good job of explaining what the project entails. We're utilizing easements and setbacks because the lot lines are along ravines and steep ground areas. So we're utilizing easements to keep people away from them and allowing, so that way the surveyor's office can monitor those if someone prohibits water flow. So other than that, I'm willing to answer any questions you might have.
Thank you. Committee members, any questions? Hearing none. Sally, you want to give me 30 seconds and we'll see if we have any citizens' comments.
Time has started. Thirty seconds have elapsed.
And we have no comment on this item.
Thank you. Any other questions? Zach, would you call the roll, please?
All right, when I call your name, please signify your vote. Jackson Bogan, absent. Gary Schroeder.
Conditional approval.
Jerry Reynolds.
Conditional approval.
Larry Leverance.
Conditional approval.
Tom Martell.
Conditional approval.
Disturbing and frankly.
Greg Jones.
Conditional approval.
All right, 5 votes in favor. That's approved. You have a ballot on this. If you could please fill that out and get that to Don. Thank you.
We have 5 responses, all for conditional primary approval.
Thanks, everyone, and stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, approval of the January APC public hearing agenda.
I move that the following resolution be placed on the January 20th, 2021 Area Plan Commission public hearing agenda. That would be Resolution 2021-01, amendment to the Consolidated Creasy Central Economic Development Plan. A resolution determining that an amendment to the Consolidated Creasy Central Economic Development Plan conforms to the comprehensive plan for Tippecanoe County, specifically adding a proposed 5-story mixed-use development on the south side of the 600 block of Main Street.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Are you
Opposed?
Heather Wolfle, we're
Carried.
the eastern side of the Capitol on the Senate side that Pamela Brown was just talking about. And the
Hey,
situation
Tom,
right
you can mute your mic. There you go, buddy. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I move that the following unified zoning ordinance amendment be placed on the January 20th, 2021 Area Plan Commission public hearing agenda. And that'd be UZO Amendment number 99, Solar Energy Systems.
I second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Gary.
I move the following subdivision petitions be placed on the January 20th, 2021 Area Plan Commission public hearing agenda at petitioner's request. Placement thereon being without reference to compliance or non-compliance with the adopted subdivision ordinance. S 4971 Gatton subdivision minor sketch. S 4973 Covenant subdivision minor sketch.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I move the following rezoning petitions be placed on the January 20th, 2021 Area Plan Commission public hearing agenda. Z 2813 Century Real Estate Holdings LLC A to GB. Z 2814 Bethany Rainey R1 to R2. Z 2815 Manilow Renting LLC I1 to GB, and Z 2816 Michael E. Moulter A to RE.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I move the following petitions be placed on the January 27th, 2021 Area Board of Zoning Appeals public hearing agenda. BZA 2047 Design Team Signs Company LLC, and BZA 2048 Jim Haybaker.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I move the following requests for variance from the Unified Zoning Ordinance are not requests for use variance prohibited from consideration by ordinance and statute. 2021-01 Thayer's Enterprise Incorporated. 2021-02 Trident Investments Incorporated. 2021-03 Schweitzer RE Holdings LLC. 2021-04 Antique Candle Works Incorporated. 2021-05 Murtaugh Law LLC. 2021-06 DAHM number 26 LLC, and 2021-07 DAHM number 54 LLC.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I move that we approve the December budget report as submitted.
I second.
Sally.
Yes, you were emailed 2 budget reports after the packet went out. So here's the first one, which takes us through the end of December and shows us the expenditures this month column, which is the shaded one. There's nothing particularly of serious import. We were able to pay up almost to the end of the year from billings that we received from legal counsel, and that represents the $5,500. So we are ending the year in good shape, as you might expect in a year where we weren't going to conferences and we weren't traveling. We were underspent from a typical year. If you look at the next one, this is beginning to show the January budget, but what's important is that it shows the encumbrances from the 2020 budget for bills that we will be paying in 2021. So there is $35 in office supplies. In other professional services, that's $9,773. $7,500 of that will be, when we are billed, will be the second payment to Mercer Group for the executive director search. And the balance of that are expenses we can pay now because we've been invoiced for their expenses for advertising the position and preparing the promotional piece, the color promotional piece about the community and the job. We have one mileage expense, and then dues and subscriptions represents the 1 year payment for the Journal and Courier to the that comes to the office. So those are the encumbrances. And when we get to the February meeting, of course, you'll have full expenses from January. But I wanted to show you the encumbrances because those really are part of the 2020 budget totals.
Okay, thank you, Sally. Any questions or comments from the committee members? Okay, hearing none. That concludes our business. We will be going into executive session. There is another link that you should have received, I think yesterday, somewhere around noon, for the executive session. So you're going to have to, I think, leave this meeting.
Correct.
And hit that link and get back in for the executive session. Any questions on that?
Just real quick before we do that, I noticed we didn't have a motion regarding that the sign ordinance be strictly adhered to when we did the determination of variance. I don't know, should we go back and do that or?
Yeah, we can do that. I think it probably got left out of the script, but if somebody wants to make that motion, if you can recall it from memory, Gary.
So moved.
Good enough.
China will fix it.
Yes.
All right. Do we need a roll call on that, Zach?
Hey, Larry,
Second.
one thing. Larry, one point
Yes.
of order. We do have a motion for the budget report, and we didn't take a vote on that one.
We did not vote. I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. All right, let's do that first. Budget report. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Opposed? Motion carried. Now, Zach, what do we need? We have a motion. We need a second.
This is a ministerial item like the other, so you can just call for a voice vote, Larry.
Okay. Did I get a second on that, Greg?
I'm sorry, I second.
Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. All right. Thanks for catching that, Kathy.
Sure.
Okay, you have another link for the executive
We
meeting.
can go straight to the other one.
Is that everybody clear on that one? All
I
right.
am.
Okay.
And so
Before the-
Gary,
Before the
I think
last
we're ready for the last motion.
Okay. We're ready to make it. Zach, will we see you in the next meeting? Zach, we will see you there. Okay, very good. I move we adjourn.
Second.
All right. That takes care of this meeting. See you in a few seconds at the next meeting.